Star receiver Stefon Diggs is reportedly really frustrated with the Buffalo Bills. Now, we all remember when he had that blow up near the end of the Cincinnati Bengals game where they lost in the divisional round. He was scolding Josh Allen. He ended up leaving the field early. And then he wasn't present for the start of the Buffalo Bills mandatory minicamp. Now, I don't know why Stefon Diggs is frustrated with the Buffalo Bills. There are a lot of reports out there that are really conflicting. There are some reports out there that say that he's allegedly upset with his role in the offense. He wants a bigger part in the offense. He also wants to have a say in play calling, which makes absolutely no sense to me, because why would you be frustrated with your role in this offense when you were the 5th most targeted receiver in the NFL last year? It's like, you ever played football when you were a youngin' with your friends and you were playing quarterback and you had that one friend who used to get mad because he felt like you should be throwing him the football every play? That's kind of what this situation reminds me of, bro. Like, why are you upset with your role in the offense? You were the 5th most targeted receiver in the NFL last year, and in that loss to the Cincinnati Bengals, you were targeted 10 times in that game. How many targets do you want, Stefon Diggs? Do you want to get all the targets? Do you want to make all the plays for yourself, bro? This is really confusing to me, man. Like, why are you frustrated with your role in the offense? You're the alpha. You're the number one. You're getting the most targets. You're getting the most volume. And then you want to have a say in play calling? You are a wide receiver. What say in play calling do you need? You ain't the quarterback. You have a simple job. The play receiver, which means running routes, getting open, catching passes, and scoring touchdowns. You don't need to have a damn say in the play calling. You ain't playing quarterback, because the only thing you're going to do with you having a say in play calling is you getting more touches in the offense, which I think you get a pretty good amount of touches, Stefon Diggs. I don't understand why this man is frustrated with the Buffalo Bills. And this is the reason why maybe Buffalo can't get over the hump. You see, when you're trying to win a championship, everybody on your team has to be on the same level. Everybody has to put their egos aside, and it has to be one team, one goal. Everybody can't get touches. Sometimes you got to sacrifice some touches for the betterment of the team in order to win. And it's not like Stefon Diggs isn't getting any targets at all. This dude was the 5th most targeted receiver in the NFL last season. Like, why is this man frustrated? Does he not want to be in Buffalo anymore? If that's the case, just ask for a trade. Like, I really don't understand why Stefon Diggs is so frustrated. And then there was a report that came out earlier today that said that allegedly he could be upset because he agreed to get his contract restructured so the Buffalo Bills could sign DeAndre Hopkins. Now, we don't know if that's true or not. If that is true, then I think that's a little bit messed up on the Buffalo Bills' behalf, because if Stefon Diggs agreed to have a restructured contract, and you agreed to say that, okay, Stefon, if you restructure your deal for us, we're going to sign DeAndre Hopkins. And if you go ahead and don't do that, and you use that money that you freed up to sign Leonard Floyd, I think that's really messed up. DeAndre Hopkins would make the Buffalo Bills offense nearly unstoppable. But we don't know the legitimacy to those reports. Like I said, all that is speculation. That is rumors. But for Stefon Diggs to be frustrated with the Buffalo Bills, it really confuses me. You're getting paid well. You're one of the highest paid receivers in the game. You were the 5th most targeted receiver in the NFL last year. I have to reiterate that for the last time. And then you have a pretty big role in this offense. What more do you want, Stefon Diggs? Like, how can you make this guy satisfied? I see why the Minnesota Vikings traded him away. This dude is a headache, man. You cannot win a championship when you have players like this in your locker room. There were guys like this on my high school team, man, who all they wanted was the ball in their hands. They didn't want nobody else to get some shine. When you're trying to win a championship, you put your ego aside and you do what's best for your team. Stefon Diggs is the kind of player that's acting like he cares about winning when all he wants is to be a big part of why they're winning. That's what it seems like to me. Now, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but this does not make any sense to me. Why are you mad? You have a great contract. You're getting paid well. You're getting a lot of targets. What more do you want? You don't need a say in the play calling. You're not the quarterback. You're the receiver. Go out there, catch those passes, run those routes, and score those touchdowns, man. Because the only thing you're going to have a say in the play calling and what you're going to do with that power is try to find your way to get you more touches, which I doubt that you need because you're already getting the bulk load of the work on offense for the Buffalo Bills, man. The Buffalo Bills, I don't know what they have going on right now, but this team is trending in the wrong direction. It really is. I don't understand why Stefon Diggs is disgruntled. Even Sean McDermott was like he was concerned with Stefon Diggs not showing up. They didn't expect this man not to come to minicamp. They were expecting him to be there. They don't understand what's going on. They just as lost as me and you. I don't get why Stefon Diggs is frustrated with the Buffalo Bills. We don't really know the legitimacy to what has gone on behind the field up there in Buffalo. But this is a really weird situation. And it's kind of uncomfortable if you're a Bills fan or if you're a member of Bills Mafia. Because you don't know why your star receiver is disgruntled. And it makes no sense. It's not about money. It shouldn't be about touches. Because I don't know how many more targets you can get unless you just want the ball every single play. And it kind of makes them come out as selfish. So if I'm Stefon Diggs, I think it probably would be in his best interest to clear this up instead of trying to send subliminal messages via Instagram and Twitter. Just cut it out, bro. Like, just let the people know what the problem is. Because this does not look good on Stefon Diggs' image. It looks like the same reason why the Minnesota Vikings shipped him off to Buffalo in the first place. I don't get why Stefon Diggs has all this frustration, man. Like, what more do you want? You are a receiver, dog. You don't need no say and no play calling. That's for the quarterback. Like, this makes no sense. This is one of the most confusing situations that I've witnessed in a very long time. Being a fan of the NFL, we have a star receiver that's one of the highest paid at his position, top 5 in targets, is playing on one of the best teams in the NFL, and yet it's not enough for him. He's still frustrated. For what reason? We need some more information to come out, or we need Stefon Diggs to go on the podcast platform like The Pivot or I Am Athlete and tell his story, bro, because this is really confusing and it's really puzzling to me, man.